Hey man, you know what it is. It's Runninman Ry, and I'm here with Cloudy Conversations. Run that.
We're back with another episode of Cloudy Conversations. Today's guest is Runninman Ry, rapper, artist, coming straight out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Thank you for sitting down and talking with us today.
For sure. Definitely wanted to do this.
So for those who don't know you, tell people a little bit about yourself.
Runninman Ry. I mean, everybody call me Ry, you know. Straight from Harrisburg, PA, born and raised, you know. That's where I've been my whole life, for the most part. You know, I don't really know nothing else. Been doing this music shit my whole life. You know, that's all I know, type shit now. You know, trying to make something of myself, you know. Simple as that.
What part of the city did you grow up in?
Shit. I mean, technically I was born uptown. Lived uptown till I was like 8. And then from there, I've been everywhere. I done lived everywhere. Out the South, on the Hill, Middletown, Stilton, East, everywhere. Susquehanna, I done lived everywhere.
Is there a certain area that you preferred to live in more than the others, or that you had a better, like, friend group, or it was easier for you to maneuver?
Nah. I'm good everywhere. I'm good. It's cool. I mean.
What are some things that you like to do as a kid?
I mean, we was definitely into that WWE shit. That shit was live. That was yeah. We was into that. Football, basketball, you know, typical kid shit. Like anything that was popping in shit 2008. And that's what we was on, the Nerf guns, BB guns, all that shit.
Who was your favorite wrestler?
Bro was fucking with Jeff Hardy. I was fucking with Matt Hardy, and that's how he was rocking.
So Hardy brothers.
Yeah, that's how he was rocking, for sure.
When you were a kid, did you used to think wrestling was real?
Fuck no. I knew it wasn't real, but like, it just looked real. You know, it just looked real, and it was just fun to us as kids. But like, some of that shit looked super fake, and we'd look at each other like, bro, I know that nigga ain't just
do that. His neck should have been broke for
yeah, you feel me? But some of that shit was just, it looked real as fuck, you know? We was fucking with that shit.
Now, you said you like to play sports. Did you do any of it like just for your school, or you were just more so out with the game, just recreational?
I gotta keep it on it. So, I tried out for, first of all, hold on. I'm tripping. I used to wrestle back when I was in the 4th grade. I was wrestling for East, and I was whooping their ass too. No cap. I did that for a year though. I ain't really do that too long. I never played basketball for like no school, but I played for like this outside joint, like hard to guard. I played for there, but I only did that for a little bit, and then ended up getting locked up and shit. So, I mean, I ain't do that no more. But I never played for no school or nothing like that. I tried playing 7th grade for basketball. I ain't make the cut. 8th grade, I tried again. I ain't make the cut. I was like, fuck that shit. That's just how that went. That's how that went.
Now, you said that you had got locked up at a point. Were you a troublemaker as a kid, or trouble just seemed to kind of find you?
No, neither. No, for real. I don't really get in trouble like that. You know, luckily, like, I ain't never really been caught for nothing crazy, you know, type shit, and like, so nah, I'm really not a troublemaker. And as a kid, I wasn't no troublemaker. I wasn't the one like people ain't want you around like me or some shit like that. Yeah, it was nah, I was never like that. I mean, that shit really was just more some like me being a follower, you know, and just doing it cause your friend wanted to do it type shit.
And how old were you when you had first originally got locked up?
I was 13.
13. Okay, so you were pretty young.
I was young as shit. I'm about to turn 14.
And can you elaborate on that situation a little bit? I mean, you were a juvenile, so kind of don't hold that against you.
It was some super dumb shit. But like, basically, like, we had broke into this joint. Shit. Fucked up everything that was there. The warehouse, the whips, all that shit. Like,
just on some dumb shit.
Fuck that shit up. On some dumb shit. I ain't gonna lie. This nigga had some CO2. Right, this nigga had some CO2s. Them shits look real as hell. And we was bucking at everything. Like, we was bucking at the whips. And he had a rifle. He had a real rifle, though. But we wasn't using that joint. But he's bucking at the whips. And then he just went down there and started really fucking shit up. And at first, I'm laughing. I'm thinking this shit funny as hell. Like, and I don't know nothing about like where I'm at, this environment, not like that. I swear to God, I thought that shit was abandoned. I thought that's what we was on. That shit was not abandoned. It was just closed when we went there type shit. And we fucked the whole joint up. So it was all bad.
Had cameras and all that, so.
We ain't get seen on no cameras. He told on me.
Oh,
you know
damn.
Yeah, type shit. I mean, I was cool.
It was his idea.
It was his. Yeah, you know.
Early lesson to learn. Can't trust nobody.
Don't follow no nigga.
That too.
Don't follow no nigga. Don't. Even if it sound cool or sound fun, none of that shit. I don't follow no nigga. No.
Are you an only child?
Hell no. I got 7 brothers and 1 sister.
7 brothers and 1 sister, all from like the same mom and dad, or from your dad?
My mom, she got 3 kids, so I got 2 brothers on her side, and then my dad, this nigga got 8 kids, including me, and then one of them is to my another one to my mom. So like, yeah, my dad got a lot of fucking kids. You feel me?
And are you the oldest of everyone, or where you fall?
Me, my sister, and my brother, we all the same age.
Oh,
but we the oldest.
I got a situation like that too with my dad.
Yeah, we all the same age, so we all 21, pretty much.
Okay, so y'all are still rather young. And then, how old is your youngest sibling?
Nigga just told us the other day, bro. Like, it's
9. He's like 9. Okay, so it was a time frame where it was just like 21 to 9. Not too big of a gap between the kids, but if you're always just coming out.
He might be 11. I ain't seen little bro in so long.
In a little minute.
You feel me? He might be 11. I might be tripping. I might have the ages fucked up, but like,
Do you have a good relationship with most of your siblings?
I mean, like, I don't fuck with my pops too much, you feel me? So like, it kind of fuck it up with, you feel me? My younger siblings, we can't, really see each other how we want to, but I like my older siblings, I don't got no older siblings, but the older ones, we see each other all the time. We all live around the same area, I see them every other day, so it's cool.
No, you don't, you said you don't really, mess with your dad, but what about your mom? Do you guys have a good relationship?
Yeah, we like best friends. I feel like, I can't tell her everything, but I feel like I can come to her about anything, anything I would need to come to her about, I feel like I can come to her and she there for me, so, yeah, we locked in for sure. And
do you feel like she's helped mold you into the man that you are?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I feel like when I was younger and just, growing up type shit, like I said, I wasn't a troublemaker because, like, she was whooping ass. Like, I swear to God, she was beating my ass, so, like, I wasn't doing nothing.
Cause she was on you, like she was telling you not gonna be out here and just wasting your life.
For sure. And that shit, like, I feel like that shit really kept me out of trouble. I was really getting good grades, like, everything was, it was cool.
It was lined up.
Like, I feel like that's why, like, some people, they never had, like, somebody to, like, mold them in the beginning. It's not like niggas be trying to change niggas and shit. Mm-hmm. And that should be tough, but like when they young and you can still like mold them into something, you feel me? She was there for that. You feel me?
The most pivotal points where
for sure.
Where you needed that guidance and was searching for it, she was there to provide it. So when you got out here on your own, it was kind of like you had life lessons already instilled in you.
For sure.
Now you finished school, you graduated. What is your thoughts on the school system? Like, did you find it interesting what you were learning? Was it difficult? Like,
school was fun. School was fun. School was lit. I feel like people need to appreciate school because, like, I feel like when we in that shit, we just want to, get that shit over with type shit. Mm-hmm. But then, like, when that shit over with, you just, like, you wish you could have did things different, you feel me? But, I was good in school, like, A's and B's, like, since a young boy, like, my mom ain't play that shit. So, with me specifically, like, I guess she just knew, like, I was smart, so, like, she wasn't letting me bring no C's home. Like, I bring a C home, she on my ass, like, that shit be crazy. My brother bring a C home, it's alright, you feel me? She know he not really trying to do that much, you feel me? He chilling. But nah, she be on my ass. So like middle school, high school, pretty much, I always had good grades. That shit was cool. That shit was fun. Everybody fuck with me. I never been like, never really had problems. Like, even if I did have problems, like, once niggas get to know me, because like I said, I did a lot of moving. So go to different school, blah, 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 blah. But you know, once niggas get to know me and shit, I'm cool. I'm good. You feel me? I'm good everywhere. So that shit cool. School was cool. As far as answering your question, them niggas need to start teaching niggas about credit. You feel me? Just about like investing, stocks. You feel me? Like this shit, like I had to start digging in on my own. But like, shit, they could have helped me with a fucking great head start. You feel me? Niggas ain't even try. You feel me? So I feel like it's definitely some shit.
Like, cause that was my next part of the question. Like, should they be teaching us about taxes and banking?
Nah, for sure.
Because when you kind of get out of school, it's like you would need that information more than calculus and shit. Because I gotta pay rent, I gotta pay a car note. I need to know that I need to have certain credit range and shit to get the car. So it's like if they'd have told me this before, I'd probably been a lot better off and not so much in debt and shit like that. I can get student loans, but y'all can't tell me, how these loans is about to affect my credit. Like
that shit, like, I don't know, that shit just, I feel like sometimes that shit be set for us to fail low key, but the people that really want something out of themselves, they still gonna make it happen regardless. But school, like, I don't know, that shit is just like they get paid from it, you feel me? They make money off that shit. Like, it's mandatory. Everybody gotta go, you feel me? Until you drop out that bitch. Like, you feel me? That's all it is. As far as, like, what you gonna really learn, you gonna learn that in life. You feel me? As you live it type shit.
Now, you mentioned earlier that you've been pretty much doing music forever. So, like, at what age do you remember taking an interest in music?
When I was 9, I was writing little shit. Like, I don't really know. Poems, I don't really remember like poems and shit like that, I think. Because I wasn't rapping. But like 11,
writing.
Yeah, I was writing for sure. But like 11, that's when I was watching my dad in the studio. Because this nigga, he was rapping first. That shit was the coolest shit ever to be. Like, I used to just watch him. I wasn't even rapping. I used to just watch him. He used to be the ad-lib nigga. I used to be in the back just saying shit, type shit, like in the little cuts, like in the little breaks, I used to be saying shit. Like, but, like, they finally let me in the studio because they seen me, like, there. Like, every single time he rapping, he in the booth, I'm there sitting on the step watching everything be done, you feel me? Like, I just enjoyed the process. I just enjoyed watching him do it, so they let me in the booth. It was a rap from there. It was a rap. And I was 11, so.
You initially, like, had a skill when you first went into the booth?
No. I was trash.
You trash?
But my peoples gassed me up, though. They, like, my dad let me make a little demo tape. And we burnt the CDs or whatever type shit. And I brought them just to my mom's side of the family. I went to my nanny's crib. Everybody there bought that shit. Like, everybody bought a CD. So they gassed me, like, I'm like 11. I left out that jump like $80. I'm feeling like the man. All this money. You know what I mean? So they definitely made me feel like I had some, and I just kept going.
And that's kind of probably like a crucial point in your journey, because if you think about it, like, even though you might not fuck with your dad now, having you in the studio at that time.
Oh yeah, without him, I mean, like I said, like, I was living with my mom's and I was writing, but like when I used to go over there and I see him do that shit, I was like, nah, I want to do this shit. Like, I don't know, I just found that shit, man, interesting. So yeah, he definitely, got me in. But, like, it's funny because he was never the one to really keep me going type shit, you feel me? He just got me in. He just got me in that shit crazy, though.
And then even with your mom's side of the thing, like, them buying the CD, like, most time they like, oh, that's good, keep going. But I'm like, oh, take this, let me get that off your hands. Like, we going, it's that motivation. So that's pretty dope that, you kind of have people always, in some way, shape, or form, supporting you or pushing you towards, your musical career. Now, when you go to the studio now, or once you started to develop, like, actually doing your music, do you have a plan, or do you go and kind of create based off of, like, the session itself, like whatever the producer may play or whatever beat you'll find?
Hell no. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes sometimes I'll be laying there, I might be slouching, I might be watching TV, and I might just say to myself like, yo, bro, you need to write some music. So I'll write some music. I'll go on YouTube, find me a beat. Sometimes I just turn all the lights out, smoke me one real quick. I hop in that bag. The first beat I hear that, I feel it in my, like in my heart type shit, it's a rap. I'm on it. And that's normally how I make all my music. Like, I don't really like sitting with producers and shit like that because, you might play a beat I don't like and I don't want to like hurt your feelings or nothing like that. I don't want to tell you like, yo, next beat. Because I know in 10 seconds. Yeah. I know 10 seconds, like, if I'm fucking with it or if I'm not. So, I don't be trying to hurt their feelings or nothing like that.
And waste the whole session.
No cap, yeah, you feel me? Or you trying to sit 2 hours, we making a beat, shit like, I don't know. I come loaded. I come ready.
So do you always write or is there a freestyle situation?
I've always been writing since I was young. I've always been writing. Because of me always writing and me practicing freestyle, like, I can freestyle, but like, the shit that I say when I freestyle versus the shit I say when I write, it's just
two completely different.
It's like, why would I, you feel me? Why would I play around type shit? You feel me? So, it's like when I freestyle, it's like, I'm the best nigga on the block. When I write, I feel like I'm top nigga in the city. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So like, I'm not even going.
Just gonna keep.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep writing.
Every time.
I'm gonna keep writing for sure. For sure.
Now, how would you define your sound? Like, are you bar heavy? Do you play auto tune? Like,
shit, I'm diverse. You feel me? To be honest, I kind of need my fans and the people listening to me to be patient for real, because I'm still trying to find my sound. Like, not even find my sound, because I love so much different sounds. Like, I can't explain it. Like, I hear, I might hear a beat that sound like it's for J. Cole. I feel like being on some, not on some J. Cole shit, but I'm fucking with this beat. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And then I might hop on this beat. This beat affect me in a different way. This beat make me feel a different way, but I still feel it. You feel me? So now I'm on this. And you might fuck with this and you might not fuck with that. So, but I'm going to just say my shit diverse, One song I might be super bar heavy. The other song I might just try to be on some catchy shit. I might hear the beat like, yo, this don't sound catchy. Be on some catchy shit. This beat sound like I got to spit some shit. I got to spit. And it just be like that, for real. I do it all. This don't sound like I got to be on some auto-tune, singing shit. That's what we on. But as long as I feel the beat, though, for sure. But, like, I would say, like, Lil Papa, Polo G, P&B, with a sprinkle of Don Q, and some... Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going
to throw a little bit of G Herbo in there.
Oh, shit, I'm tweaking. Yeah.
That's
Shout out to my fucking guy. Shout out to her. You know what I mean? Yeah. Big inspiration. I'm tweaking right now. That's that 420. That's that 420.
No, today definitely is 420. Yeah. But no, definitely, because when I listened to your music, one thing that did surprise me was the versatility. Because one song you're going, like, it was like some drill heavy beat. Mm-hmm. Next song kind of like for the ladies, a little melodic. Yeah. Like, I'm like, okay, so I can listen to it and not expect to have to be shooting everybody every day down the block. Like,
hell no. I don't want to be put in no box, you feel me? Like, niggas be feeling like they gotta rap like this, or they gotta act like this, or they gotta do this, or they gotta say this, or they gotta be tough, or they gotta be for the ladies, or they gotta fuck all that shit. You feel me? Anything I'm feeling, I'm on it. And you feel me? I feel like I'm good enough, you feel me, that whatever the fuck I come up with, somebody gonna fuck with this shit. Like, it's gonna be a group of people who fuck with this. You feel me? So, that's just what I'm on.
Now, say you have a 3-hour session. How many songs would you get done in that time frame?
3. I wish, you feel me, if we was on some shit where, like, we was gonna rush the mix, then I'd probably get out like 6. Like, the recording process, like, if you referring to, like, when I go in the booth and I'm recording what the fuck I gotta record, mm-hmm. I'm one take king over here.
One take Johnny.
It's like, nah, let me start counting. Sometimes I be fucking up. If I come in there and I'm like, I'm smacked, I be fucking up sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. But, like, I really mean business majority of the time. So I'll come in there, I'll one take the fuck out some shit. You feel me? If it's, like, people out here and I know I'm doing, like, a melody drum, I might fuck up a couple times. Y'all gotta give me a second. You feel me? But, like, if I'm by myself, oh yeah, I'm running right through that. But like the mixing process, I let bro do his thing majority of the time. I don't try to be like, yo, come on, bro, I'm trying to squeeze something else in. Like, nah, 3 hours, I'm gonna get 3 in.
And do you feel like the mixing process is just as important as the delivery of, you know, the bars you're giving the song?
Right, if the mix ain't right, nobody's listening to that shit. It don't matter what you saying. I mean, like if that's your niche, you feel me? Some people have like a raw sound. It sound raw through the motherfucking speakers and all that shit. If that's your niche, that's your niche. But majority of people not trying to hear that shit. Like, you got, that mixes everything. That mixes everything. I mean, so, yeah, for real. Shout out to Wave Sound Studio. It's the only studio I go to. Y'all need to start going to the studio. If you don't go to the studio, I mean, hit me up. I'll put you on. All right, boom.
No, that's facts though, because one thing I do pay attention to is the quality of a song. Like because today's music, most times artists, they're either, you know, like if it's a Young Thug, you already kind of hard to hear what you're saying. So if I can't hear what you're saying on top of like, it's just like not mixed well, or I turn my volume all the way up, but the song's still low, I'm mad because now I sound like my song ain't, my car don't thump. Like,
I'm low key like a perfectionist. Sometimes if that. First of all, if the mix not right, it's not dropping. I'm not dropping that shit. You feel me? If it's a little something I ain't fucking with, I'm not dropping that shit. You feel me? Like, that mix is everything. Everything. So, I play that shit in my fucking headphones. I play that shit in the speaker. I play that shit in my phone. I play it until I feel like, you feel me? And if the guys is really fucking with it, then I might be like, alright, it's cool. You feel me? Even if I'm tweaking, because I'll still be like, yo, bro, you gotta do this. Yo, bro, I think you could turn this up just a little bit. Yo, bro, I think you could put this under this, da-da-da-da. But, like, if the guys is really banging it, then that's when I know, like, all right, it's cool. Let me stop trying to be perfect, you feel me?
So who are some of the engineers in the city that you prefer to have on do your mix, or just to work with in the studio?
Vaughn. My guy Vaughn, for sure. I feel like it's crazy, too, because Vaughn, he real close to my cousin. And my cousin put me on, he introduced us or whatever, type shit. In front of Rip, he was already giving me a discount. But, like, when I came to this studio, the first time I already knew, I was like, oh, I ain't going nowhere else type shit, you feel me? So, my guy Vaughn, for sure. I worked with my boy CTC One Shot. We definitely be getting a lot of work in, too, for sure.
Yeah,
you feel me? We get it. Yeah. We get that shit in. I fuck with bro because, like, you feel me? He down with the late sessions. You feel me? He down with the late sessions. He down with the early sessions. You feel me? So, I mean, I fuck with bro for sure. But, like, I ain't working with nobody else in, like, 3 years. You feel me? So, like, this is where I be at. For sure.
Now, you did mention some rappers earlier as far as, like, comparisons to help, you know, define your sound. But who are some that influence you to actually, you know, a rapper? Like, when you hear them, like, oh, all right, yeah, that got this spit, like...
Shit. There be a lot of different people, to be honest, but I'll leave it to, like, I don't know, like, certain niggas just, certain rappers, like Herb, for example, you feel me, he don't necessarily inspire me to, like, make no music or no shit like that. It's, like, more on some, like, it's how you need to carry yourself, you feel me, type shit, just, like, and I respect it, you feel me, type shit, it's like, damn, like, I don't really know. I'm still young. You feel me? I look at myself like I'm like damn near a kid for real. You feel me? I'm just growing up type shit. But like I know that like when I get to that point, that's how I gotta move. Like that's how I need to be. I like inspired like that. But on some music shit, like I hear some shit and I'm like, nah, I gotta write some shit. It's crazy. It be underground niggas. I hear a nigga from the city make some shit and I be like, oh no.
Nah, I had just made a post.
You feel me? Like
before we could probably say the music in the city was trash, but I done heard some shit. I'm like, all right, now we can't really say that no more.
For sure.
Between the music quality, the beat production, and they actually rapping now, like you can't keep saying people ain't putting out quality work.
Like niggas done turned up. A lot of niggas done turned up. It's a lot of people doing their thing. So you feel me? Before it was just like niggas was fucking with like 6 people. Everybody else, they was just like ignoring them or just calling them trash, or they was trash. Because everybody trying to rap. Everybody want to be a rapper. Everybody got songs I put out, you feel me, type shit. But, you feel me, now I just feel like you definitely got to respect it. Because niggas is really grinding. Like, you feel me, at the end of the day, we all trying like really do this music shit, really get rich, really put on for the city. I don't understand why a person wouldn't want to, support that. Like, I don't get it, especially if it's not trash. You feel me?
True. And people were taking more pride in being from the city. Like, I feel like before nobody took pride in being from Harrisburg. Felt like there was nothing associated with it. I mean, of course, with the city comes drama and violence, but it's your hometown. It's where you from. It's what developed you. So I feel like it's only right that you rep that.
Bruh, I feel like I take the most pride in being from this bitch. Like, you feel me? Like I said, this is where I'm from. This born and raised type shit. I spent a year and a half in Philly, but other than that, this is where I be at. This is where I've been at. And I've been everywhere. You feel me? It's not like I stayed in one little spot. Like, I've been everywhere. You feel me? So I really, like, I don't know. I'm from this whole bitch. Like, from the whole shit. You feel me? It's not like I'm not from no one little spot. Like, I was raised throughout this whole entire city. You feel me? So, like, I really rep this shit to the fullest.
You started dropping some singles like through 2018 and to 2019, but it wasn't until 2020 that you put out Kid Without a Deal. What was the response to that project?
I think it was good, to be honest. Damn, let me think for a second.
Nah, that was that shit.
Yeah, that shit was that shit.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. Every song, I feel like every song was definitely like, every song was definitely a smash. I felt like played through, and it was crazy because I had one song in there I ain't fuck with. It's called Element. But everybody used to hit me and be like, yo, I'm fucking with that Element, shit like that. So, like, I think the response was good, you feel me? For sure. I think with the next one, it was definitely, you feel me, more response. But, like, on that single, like, so not Kid Without a Deal, but Bigger Picture, like, the single for Bigger Picture, it was a lot of support. Like, I had more support than, like, I ever had in my life on that single. So that's when I was like, okay, we getting somewhere. But yeah, the support for Kid Without a Deal was crazy. And for real, basically what I was doing was just like, I was trying to take it to the next level, you know? I felt like before that, I was working in, like, I was going to little other studios, cheap studios, you feel me? And they wasn't really like, you know, they was bullshitting that. I'm bullshitting the cover art. I'm making the cover art to myself and shit. You feel me? Like, just everything just was like, it wasn't stamped. It wasn't official. Like, bro, you trying to be, like, I don't know. Everybody want to get signed and shit. And it's just like, when you look at your shit, like, I was able to look at my own shit and be like, nah, this ain't good enough. You feel me? So, like, with Kid Without a Deal, I just wanted that to be my start. You feel me? And I wanted you to hear the songs and be like, damn it, you should get this nigga a deal. For real. You feel me? And that's what that was. For real.
Now, were you in charge of putting that project together as far as like putting a name together, the track list?
That was on me type shit. I basically did all that. Like, I had a couple different track lists. It was crazy. I wrote them out and I was like listening to them myself and I was like, all right, this sound better like this. Then I listened to it in the morning and be like, nah, I'm fucking with this right here. Boo, boo, boo. So I did all that. The name, I did all that. You feel me? It's the cover art and shit. You feel me? I had my guy. He did that for me. He did my track list for me. But, you know, I basically told him the vision. Like, I told him how I wanted, what I wanted to do. You feel me? So, yeah, I was in charge of all that. The songs, the titles, all that shit.
And with it being your first full project, do you feel like it paints a good picture of the type of artist you are and what you bring to the table?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like you know, I think I was 18 when I made that job, but like, you know, I was still young. Like I told you, I still feel young right now. Like, I'm 21 and I feel like, you know, it's technically an adult and shit, but I still feel like, I don't know, it's just weird, you feel me? So like then, like at 18, it was like, I just didn't really want to put shit out that like, you know, really put it out there type shit. So I just feel like that tape was mild. You feel me? It was like mild in my life, like how I'm feeling, how, you know, I think, how I really want to express myself, all that. You feel me? But I still was trying to deliver good tracks.
Yeah, it was kind of that start of you starting to mold yourself into the artist that you want to be rather than just playing around with, like, all right, like holding yourself to that higher standard because you know what you can do. So, do you have a favorite track off of that project?
I gotta look at the track list. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna, cause I'm gonna say a song cause I got one in my head, and then I'm gonna be like, nah, nope, I'm lying. This is tough. This is tough. Look at this, bro. This is tough. This is tough. I'm going with Waterboy for sure. I feel like
I'm going with MMA because that was my joint.
MMA is crazy. MMA was crazy. They told me I had to do the video for that joint, but Waterboy, that was another thing too. I ain't really get to like roll out that project the way I really wanted to because I was broke as hell. But I was putting my last in that motherfucking project. I just fell a little short at the end type shit, but you feel me? Yeah, Waterboy, that's definitely my favorite song on that joint for sure.
Okay. And then after that, you definitely stayed consistent and continued to drop singles. And then in October of 2021 is when you dropped the Bigger Picture. You already said that you got some good feedback on that. So
yeah.
Why do you feel like you wanted to come back so soon? Just the following year with another full-length project.
I think what it was, to be honest, boom, I can tell you exactly what it was. I'm tweaking. So I dropped the song, in the beginning of the year. It was just a single. I was about to go on a single run. You feel me? I wasn't gonna drop no project, none of that shit. You feel me? And then I basically did this shit where I posted on my story a song I did when it was alright. So I was posting like a song I made when I was 14, a song I made when I was 15, a song I made when I was 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, I think, it stopped right there. Or 20, tripping. You feel me? And the one where I was 16, I tell P&B rocking that jump. And I guess he seen that shit, because when he seen that shit, he hit me up. You know what I mean? And this was in May. So long story short, that situation made me say like, oh no. I gotta put out another project. It gotta have like, I gotta go crazy. You feel me? Like yeah, it was on some shit like that type shit. And I wanted to drop it sooner, but I was just like, it was little shit I had to do, basically tweak, fix, blah blah blah. So it ended up dropping in October, but I wanted to really drop in like August, something like that.
And how do you feel you grew from Kid Without a Deal to the Bigger Picture?
Shit, I feel like a Kid Without a Deal, I was able to I was expressing myself a lot. You feel me? And then I don't know, just like how I was feeling. You feel me? Or like what I was going through, type shit. Like if you listen to Kid Without a Deal, it's like more sad type shit. You feel me? And then Bigger Picture, it got a couple songs on there, but like for the most part, that joint was pretty raw. You feel me? And that's kind of how I am now, type shit. Like I used to be in my feelings about a lot of shit. You feel me? I used to be like low key like a petty nigga type shit. Like I wouldn't say a petty nigga because I ain't petty, but like, you feel me? I just used to let shit bother me, bro. And it wasn't like a choice. You feel me? Type shit. That shit just get to me, type shit. You feel me? And like I had to express it in my music, but now like it's like fuck everybody type shit. You feel me? Mm-hmm. It's us against everybody. It's me against everybody. It's me versus me. You feel me? Like I ain't worried about them type shit. So like I'm not really expressing myself as much. You feel me? It's just more raw. Like all right, let's put out good music. You feel me?
And I did notice that there wasn't any features on the first project, and then you only had one on the Bigger Picture. Mm-hmm. Why is that?
Alright, so yo, brother, why you do that, man? So listen, the first one, I was like the first one for sure. I knew like no features. I knew that for sure. You feel me? The second one, it was a couple niggas I wanted to get on that joint. You feel me? It just ain't go how it was supposed to go. You feel me? But my guy SG Lorenzo definitely came through. Shout out to that nigga. That nigga SG Lorenzo, man. Like I respect his craft. You feel me? Like I sent this nigga the song. and he sent that shit back to me like 2 days later, next day, like some shit like that, like. You feel me? We wasn't working in the same studio. Like, that shit was on some real artist type shit. Like, I send a song over, you send a song back. We mix it down. Like, you feel me? So, like, I respect him for coming through. He did that shit on the clutch. You feel me? Like, I ain't even expect that on the project. That was kind of like last minute type shit. You feel me? But, yeah, that shit was fire.
So do you plan to work with other artists or like kind of do like one of them feature crazy runs where you drop hopping on their tracks and
to be honest, we about to go crazy with the features. Like, we about to go crazy. Like, I'm basically on some shit where it's like, alright, cool. I feel like, you know, I can help a nigga make a banger, you feel me? Like, and I feel like people be knowing niggas that don't know me, you feel me? And I feel like we can come together type shit, make a banger, and I can get new fans at the same time. Or new listeners, new whatever you want to call it, new eyes, you know, you feel me? More people on me. So, you know, I'm doing a lot of features right now, you feel me? We got a lot of features. Doing features, and I got collabs, like, it's all, you know, all that shit. But, as far as, like, on my tape, I probably have a few.
now move forward to current 2022. You just dropped a single and a video for Who the Man. Is that off the upcoming project?
I don't know yet. To be honest, we got so much music in the vault, like, so much fucking music that and it's crazy because, like, really, we working until like June. So, like, I probably got 2-3 bangers I ain't even make yet that's gonna be on there, you feel me? Might have 4 that I'm finna make that I ain't even make yet, you feel me? I ain't think of them yet, no nothing. So, like, I really don't know what's gonna be on the project. What I do know is I'm gonna put my best work on there for sure. Like, that's for sure. And that's just as simple as that. It's gonna be 12 songs. I know that. That's a fact. There's gonna be all bangers. That's a fact. I know that.
No, it's crazy because we was talking about it a little bit before we started. How when you were shooting a video for Who the Man, you actually lost your car because it like caught on fire.
For sure. That was wild. I ain't gonna lie. Fucking, yo, let me see that later, bro. The transmission had blew out on some crazy shit. And because that shit smoked up. And I'm in the passenger seat and shit. And then next thing we couldn't see shit. It was all smoke, like, through the windshield and shit. And then I looked to the right side, my shit on fire, like the whole side of the whip on fire. So then bro stopped that shit. We hopped out that shit and run away from that shit. But yeah, that shit ended up going like all the way up in flames. I lost that job for sure, total. Done. You know what I mean? And we still shot the music video because we was on the way of picking everybody up for the music video, you feel me?
That's drawing.
So we had everybody, but now the whip gone and shit. But then I ended up calling my brother. He came through on the fly. That shit was crazy. I wasn't even really expecting him to come through like he did. So, I mean, that shit was definitely clutch. And then we just used his whip type of shit.
Definitely clutch. Cause I'd have been mad as fuck. Like, yo, we just picked everybody up and now the car is on fire. Yo, like,
I ain't gonna lie. We was gonna do that shit regardless. Like, if we would have had to catch Ubers, nigga, if we would have had to shoot that shit in front of my crib, we would have shot that shit. Like, we was shooting that shit regardless.
It was happening regardless.
I wasn't playing. I mean, so we definitely got that shit done.
Now, you're also managed by the Wave Runners.
Yeah, for sure.
How did that situation come about?
And my guy Vaughn, like I said, like, that's where I've been at. That's where I be at. And we done made like, shit, probably like 60 songs together. You feel me? Like, we got a real, like, it's like a real big bro relationship type shit. And like, one thing, you know, about engineers, and this is why when you said what you said earlier, when you asked what you asked, I ain't really saying no other engineers or no shit like this. And I'm low-key tweaking because it's 420. You feel me? Shout out my guy, Eskimo Jones, man. Free that nigga, bro. On game, because he had a contest. And I won that shit. And he gave me free studio time. And then when he gave me the free studio time, I kept working with him. And this, I was like 13, 14. It was like, right. This was after that situation. So I was like 14. You feel me? And I worked with him for like a solid year. And he was really getting me like in the studio. Before then, I was like in a closet in my crib or like some shit like that. You feel me? So like, yeah, him. But like, other than him, all these other engineers, like, bro, they just let you rock out. They don't really care about mixing your shit the way they supposed to, you feel me? And when you fucking up, they don't even be telling you fucking up. You feel me? Like, I be rapping with the guys sometimes, they be fucking up, and niggas won't say shit. Like, back then, niggas wouldn't say shit, you feel me? And I be like, yo, bro, we ain't going with that. Like, I'm not fucking with that, you feel me? You gotta say that shit again. Nah, you gotta say it like this, bro. You slurring, you not saying it loud enough. You not, yo, and the engineer just be letting niggas rock out, you feel me?
And it's like, yo, what we paying you for? Like, I know you supposed to press record and shit, but like, you supposed to have some type of expertise to, you know, help maneuver and make this shit hot. Like,
yeah, so like with Vaughn, it was just instantly different, you feel me? And it was just like I said, I knew I wasn't going nowhere else. So with us working, you know what I mean? Like, I think bro knew, like, so much shit I be going through, like, in the, you know, outside the music shit. It's like he knew, like, if I really could, I'd be in the studio every day type shit. You feel me? So, like, he just came to me and was like, yo, bro, I'm thinking about doing this. He's like, what you think? Like, I'd be honored, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga? What the fuck? You feel me? And this was after the P&B Rock situation ain't go how I was supposed to go, you feel me? So, like, it was like, I felt like God gave me another opportunity, you feel me? I was like, nigga, what? I'm on it, you feel me? So once he said it, I was like, all right, I just waited my turn. He got that shit in motion. I was like, let's go. And that was that, you feel me? So.
Yeah, and you kind of like just sparked the thought in my head because P&B Rock, you know, we all know him, he's a popular artist, but he was just, in the last few months, another one of the guys going on there screaming, you know, not to sign to the major, how he's having issues with his deal, he don't receive no money off of it, and, you know, if I'm thinking from a business perspective on my end, I'm not about to want to sign with a guy or, you know, entangle my business with a dude who's already sitting here letting me know he's having issues on the back end with, you know, the overall label, so it's like, starting from the ground and linking with somebody who, like you said, since you met, y'all already had a natural bond, only make more sense, kind of. It might be a longer hustle, but in the end.
I mean, like, I look at it like this. You know, I feel like on some real nigga shit, like, I don't really know why it didn't go how it was supposed to go or how I wanted it to go. But, you know, the only thought that I can really have is, you feel me? He liked what he heard, but like I said, my profile just wasn't hitting. Like, I'm not on it how I should be, you feel me, type shit. And I feel like that's just what made me say, like, all right, I gotta go harder. And I think Vaughn seen, like, all right, he about to go harder, you feel me, type shit. And that's what made it worked out like that. So now both of us is really working harder than we ever worked, type shit, you feel me, no cap.
So, what's the benefits that you see from the partnership?
I be in this bitch every other fucking day. I mean, like, just like, it's like, damn, it's like my second home for real. And pretty much it's just like, he basically give me the opportunity to be creative, you feel me? And like, you know, being a young nigga from the bird, not really coming from too much, because I don't really come from too much type shit, you feel me? He gave me the opportunity to just like, not worry about a budget. You feel me? Just go in there, lay as many songs as you want. As soon as that shit pop, it's a hit. You want to come in the stool? Go in the stool. You feel me? It was just one of them things. You know, you want a video? We gonna get you a video. You feel me? You want to do this? We gonna get you this. You feel me? Like, and like, it just gives me the opportunity to keep going and just keep my foot on the gas. One thing I feel like with this music shit, it's like you gotta keep your foot on the gas. Like, it's not gonna pop unless you got your foot on the gas. You keep your foot on the gas. And he giving me that opportunity. You feel me? So that's really the biggest benefit for real.
And do you feel like you're ready to hold up that end of the deal?
For sure. Like, I mean, man, like I said, like, not on no cocky shit. I feel like, you know, I'm up there with him. Whoever you feel like is nice, you feel me? I can rap to that ability probably better, you feel me, type shit. So like, as far as that, I'm not worried about that, you know. It's just more so like burnout, you know what I mean? Or again, like, calling some dumb shit outside of the music shit, you feel me? But like, I'm just on some like, alright, I know the music can take me, you feel me? So like, that's what I'm on. And I'm just basically leaving it at that for real, for real. I mean, so yeah, I'm ready for that opportunity.
And what's your plans for your career in the long term?
I mean, shit, I'm trying to be the fucking, man, I'm trying to be one of the greats. Like, I don't just say that to say that. Like, I mean, I'm trying to really be one of the greats, you feel me? Like, and not on no super lyrical shit, you feel me? Or not even on no, like, the most hits, you feel me? But just, like, respect it, you feel me? When it comes to the pen, you feel me? Like, just respect it to that shit. And I'm up there, like, with the top, you feel me? I'm trying to have, like, a 10-year, 15-year run with this shit, you feel me? If I can, you feel me? That's what I want to do. No cap. Shit, probably, I don't know. And then once I finish that, still stick in the music, you feel me? Like, this I love this shit, so I don't really see me doing nothing else or, like, this shit gotta go, you feel me? So, yeah, I just plan on being a great, as simple as that, you feel me?
Nah, I definitely see it. And like I said, when I listened to your music, the first thing that hit me was the versatility and like one song being like, all right, cool, and the next one, all right, this him too, all right, cool, like this, I can listen to you too. Because one thing I like the most when I listen to artists in general is just being able to listen to a whole project, but it all not sound the same.
Yeah,
like it's be, you know, the artist itself, like their true genuine music, but it's not just simply that same beat or that same cadence or same
flow. For sure. Like like I said, like I'm an artist, but at the same time, like I'm a fan of just music, the sound, and shit like that. So I pay attention to other artists, you feel me? I'll be listening to another nigga tape and be like, damn, this song sound like this song sound like this song shouldn't really been the first song, this song should have been the first song, you feel me? So like I take notes and then I use that shit for my shit, and that's why I keep my shit diverse. I don't try to like have too much of the same shit, you feel me? I try to keep that shit you feel me, like super diverse. That's it. So
I think we pretty much touched on a lot. My kind of last and final question is more so an exercise for you. We're gonna manifest that in 5 years you're that artist who you said you're on the path to success, domination, putting on that crown, letting everybody know what you have and repping the city. So what's a message that you would have to yourself when you look back on this interview? That's something that you would want to say.
Damn. Ask me that one more time. Just like the last part.
So pretty much it's like a time capsule thing. Like 5 years from now, you're gonna look back on this interview, and then in the future, you're gonna be on that path and that journey you want to be.
That's bad. All right, so boom. I'm gonna just say like I knew this shit was gonna happen. You feel me? Like I knew it because like it's crazy. I always been the nicest nigga where I'm at. Like, and that's just like stamped. Like that's not even an argument or a debate. Like where I'm at, I'm the nicest nigga, you feel me, type shit. When I used to go to school, I was the nicest nigga at school. Feel me? When I did the talent show, got second place. Some white girls won before us type shit on some singing shit, you feel me, type shit. But nah, we ran that shit. We had everybody going crazy, you feel me? High school, I won like most musical on some crazy shit, and I ain't asked nobody to vote for me. I ain't put my name in a slot, no none. I'm not on none of that shit. You feel me? Niggas voted me on some like, nah, he the most. You feel me? Like, like I don't know. Like this shit was always like I said, I've been doing this shit all my life.
Yeah.
So this shit, I knew it was gonna happen. You feel me? That's all I can say. You feel me?
Facts. So, in closing, pretty much just tell the fans where to find you, where to find the music.
For sure. Alright, so you can find me on Instagram at Runninman_Ry. You feel me? That's basically my shit on everything. You feel me? You can catch me on Snapchat with that. You can catch me on Twitter with that. You feel me? I'm on YouTube. You feel me? But just know we got more coming. We got way more singles coming. Well, I'm lying. We got like 2 more singles coming. And then we're gonna hit y'all with the tape. You feel me? So basically, just keep fucking with me, keep rocking with me, keep listening to my shit. You feel me? Share my shit, repost my shit. Appreciate you, my boy.
And again, thank you for sitting down, talking with us. I enjoyed this conversation. It was great to get to know you, and we're definitely looking forward to this upcoming project with you. And shout out to the Wave Runners for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes, sir. And that.